warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning everyone and good morning Miss. Today we are from who will present our discussion about analytical exposition text and particularly exposition text. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Jingga Puspita from absen 16.
My name is Mahira Sharfina from absent number 20.
And my name is Shainaqila Fathiya from absent 36.
First, about analytical exposition text. The definition about analytical exposition text is to elaborate writer's opinion on phenomena or issues happening around him or her. The purpose of this text is to persuade readers that the issue is an important matter. Analytical exposition texts are often found in books, journal, magazine, and articles. Next, the structure about analytical exposition text is made up of 3 parts. First, the thesis, the introduction part, start of the topic and writer's opinion. Second, the argument, the body of the text that present argument to support writer's opinion. And last, third, the reiteration, the conclusion with the writer's opinion.
Next up, I'll be explaining the language feature of analytical exposition. For the first one is, as written in the presentation, the first one is simple present tense, which we already learned before, that explains basically facts and things that happen regularly, like routines and such. The example is tulips usually grow every spring. Grow is the first verb, which is why it's called simple present tense. The next one is relational processes. Relational processes are basically how you explain how you connect two things or two entities. For example, democracy is a system of governance based on popular sovereignty. So the word based on. Third one is casual conjunctions, which we have already learned before as well. It basically explains how or why things happen. It gives us a reason, like to explain a reason why some things happen, such as because, so, hence, and due to, and etc. And the next one is enumeration. Analytical exposition text. It usually uses data like numbers or something that could, explain and give evidence that the writer's opinion is based on facts. The next one is example, which you can see in the next slide. The title is Guiding Cars in the City. The first paragraph is the thesis, and the second, third, and fourth paragraph is the argumentation, and the last one is the conclusion.
Next, I will explain about particular exposition text. Particular exposition text is type of text that used to convince or invite readers or listeners to do something to take certain actions. This text aims to influence other people's thoughts and attitudes through and social argument. Next is structure. First is thesis. Thesis is the opening statement that presents the issue of concern and the writer's opinion on it. Second is argument. The response the writer present to support their points. And third is recommendation. Recommendation is the writer's conclusion, which may be a statement or a recommendation for the reader.
Expression opinion about by the parents. Using form argument. subsequently afterward next year. Next example of exposition is historical importance of critique. The point is not in my personal opinion. The reading is very the reading is not very basically important in your life. Very easy, we can get a lot of news and information with
Next is the difference between analytical exposition and hortatory exposition text. The goal for analytical exposition text is the reader to confess phenomena or issue is true, and the hortatory, the goal is to convert reader to take action and change.
Now that we've known the differences between analytical and hortatory exposition, let me come here and explain to you guys about the similarities between those two. So as we know, both are exposition texts, and the purpose of exposition text itself is basically to persuade the readers to understand and believe or do something that is convinced by the writer of the text itself. Analytical exposition text and hortatory exposition text, they both provide factual evidence and provide with logical reasonings to support the writer's opinion. So basically that's all for the similarities and the differences of analytical exposition text. Thank you to everyone who has listened this far. I'm going to give it to you guys, to whoever want to ask the questions.
Alright, thank you for this opportunity. My name is Andana Putra from Group 7, the 7th group. I just like to add that for the simple present tense, the example is a bit missing. It has to ask the yes, since it's a part of the vocabulary, so it's tulips will be grows every spring. And after that, simple present tense is used in analytical text, hortatory text, like exposition text in general, because it was to present facts or something that is naturally occurring and happening. Like, say, it's basically just something that is concrete and can change, like facts, such as like, say, tungsten melts at X numbers of degrees Celsius/Fahrenheit. That's about all. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your input. I would like to comment as well for the tulips usually grow every spring because from my perspective, the reason why I choose this example is because tulips is a plural subject because it has an S in the end, which is why I only use grow and not grows, because grows applies, adding S on the verb, it is used on singular noun. But thank you very much for the input. I think we would really need that for the horticulture exposition.
Thank you.
If there's no more questions, I think that's all. Yeah, that's enough for our presentation today. We would like to close it. Thank you very much for everyone who is listening and to Miss K who has already watched this video this far. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
First of all, my name is Gabriella, and I would like to ask regarding the stages of analytical exposition text, which is one of it is enumeration, and I would like to ask you more of the examples of enumeration which is exported by understanding.
I get with your question is that you would like to give more explanation about enumeration and one of the examples. So I'm very sorry, I might not be able to show it through this example, that we have on the screen, but I could explain what enumeration really means. Enumeration is basically where the author would provide like something that is based on the data. Like for example, human trafficking is like happening the number of human trafficking is increasing every year by how much percentage. It's like explaining to the readers that something is happening and it's based on the data. Like there are numbers that could give them like the actual data basically. Yeah.